Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to edit this mesh terrain topography such that we'll do the earthworks that are necessary to put a flat platform for the building to be built on, and some sloping embankments, controlled sloping embankments from that platform up to the rest of the topography. We'll use Archicad's solid element operators to do this. Basically, we're going to create some other solid elements, the shape of the cuts we want to make, and we'll use those elements to subtract from this mesh or add to the mesh, as the case may be for cut and fill. We will subtract for cut and we will add fill. Okay, that might not have explained it too well, but if we actually do it, that'll probably help the explanation. So first thing, I've just noticed I'm missing a couple of grid lines here that I need to replace. If your grid Y2 and Y3 are still there, that's good. Mine are missing, so I'm going to have to copy mine back into place. So bear with me a moment while I do that. You can follow me if you need to. What I'll do is I'll go to the ground floor plan, and in the ground floor plan I'll make a copy of this one. So I'll just click on it, click to get a pet tool, make sure I'm in the drag pet tool, come up in the direction I want. Now I need to make a copy, so press and release the control key in Windows or option key in Mac. Coming up in this direction, and I want 12,000, and press enter. And I want to do that again, 1500. So I need a copy, so it's control or option. And I've got those two grid lines. Now they're numbered wrongly, so this one has to have a custom name Y2, and this one needs a custom name of Y3. Okay, now we're back to where we should be, although there's probably one other thing I need everybody to do. So if you've got those grid lines in place, even if you had them from before, let's all go into the ground floor plan, because I want to set them all up so they're at a convenient level for visualizing what's going on. So I want to select all of the grids, so do a shift select, so we get all of them selected at one time, just the grids, so across this direction too. Okay, and then when we get all of those selected, I'm going to go up to the settings dialog up here, and in the settings dialog I'm going to just make a change, open up 3D view, and we're just going to make a change to the height display. Drop this down and do something like altitude for the start, and click OK. That's made a change, and we'll brought them all together, but probably not to the right level. Then we're going to go back again, and this time we're going to change it to Project 0. Now I think I want to go to somewhere like 9500 from Project 0. So 9500 will be, I think, the level of the lower floor, the ground floor. So Project 0, 9500, then click OK. And I'll just have a quick look at that in 3D. Yes, that's what we wanted. So you can see all our levels now are lining up with where the floor level will be. Now, even though the ground is sloping, as you can see, it's floating up above here, and then the grids are bearing into the ground in that end. So that's a good starting point for us all to be at. Okay, so I'll do the rest now from, I think, AHD. So opening up the project browser and double clicking on -1 AHD. I think I'll create some offset lines around the outside of the outermost grids. I think we'll go about 1.5 meters in all directions. So just using guidelines off to the side here, drop one on that grid, and then grab the orange dot and back 1500. And same from here, from Y3. We'll go up 1500, and so on and so forth on the other sides as well. So from X6, and another one from Y0, 1500 away. Okay, so that'll form the shape of the flat platform that I want to build, and then we'll slope up from there. So to build that flat platform, I'm going to start with a morph tool. A morph is a way of creating a mass type three-dimensional shape. So to do that, the morph tool is up here, but before we do, we'll need to make sure we've got a layer that we can put that on so we can easily turn the morph off so we don't need to see it all of the time. So Control L, or come down to the bottom here where your layers show up and click on Layer Settings, and probably go down to, we've probably already got a standard morph tool, so see we've got Morph General layer. Just click into there so that you can Control C to copy that text, and then make a new layer. So click on New, and then you can do Control V to paste that text, and we're going to change the word General to Site. So we're going to have a morph site. Click OK. OK to that. Now, so to draw the morph, come over to the morph tool, change the layer. So we want it to go into morph site. Geometry method as a rectangular shape. Doesn't matter about the material because it's going to be something that we'll have turned off all the time anyway. And making its level at the moment to be, well, its home story is AHD. I'm going to set its bottom elevation mark to 200 millimeters below the ground floor level. We'll do the finished ground platform 200 millimeters below the floor level. Floor level is 9500, so we'll make this 9300. The other way we could have done this if we were doing it from ground floor, we would just put in -200 there to achieve the same thing. Okay, so 9300, and then we can start drawing the geometry method shape here. So I want to go from this corner, this intersection of those two guidelines that we put in, to this corner of the two guidelines that I put in. Okay, now let's have a look at that in 3D and see what we've created. I don't quite see it here at the moment. It's probably, I'll click into it. I'm going to make sure the layers turned on might be the best thing first, because, okay, showing layer settings. Okay, morph site has been turned off because it's not part of show and unlock. So if we click on show and unlock here and turn it on, I'm not sure, I think we have to update that then, and then click OK. And now we can see that our morph has been turned on. There's the morph shape that we just created. Okay, so it's at a level of 9300. So for the moment, it might be easier if we actually turn off the site mesh so we can see what we're doing. So click into the site mesh, right click, and layer, hide layer, and then you can see our morph there. Okay, so I want this morph, I want to extrude this morph shape, a little bit like in SketchUp drawing a rectangular face and then doing push-pull. If you grab that morph shape there and then click on the face again, you'll get the pet tool opening up, and this first tool, the pet tool, is push-pull. So I want to push-pull that upwards in the sky, actually going right up in the sky, by, I think I want to go a metre. So 1000. Okay. Now at this end, the X0 end, I want to click on that edge of the morph. So just clicking on that edge of the morph and changing to this third tool, which is offset edge. That's going to let us slide that edge of the morph over. So if we slide that over a distance of 20 meters, okay, and press enter, we've now created a bevel on the bottom of that morph that's got a slope of 1 in 20. We're going to use that slope to carve that shape out of the topography. Okay, so I might try this edge of the morph also. Right, now, if you get that, we get this happening, you've got the plane going in the wrong direction. Now, the way we do that, the way we fix that, is there's a little plane. See this checker grid pattern here? If you click on that, you can change that to horizontal. Okay, and so escape out of that, and then I'm going to stretch this out 20 meters also. Okay, so now I've got this upside down pyramid shape, very slight sloping pyramid shape there. Okay, now we'll see what that shape looks like in this direction also. Oh no, we won't need it in that direction, that's right. So that'll have to be filled for the other side there. So if we now turn the layer combination back on to show and unlock all, and click OK, we can see our topographies come back. Now let's try the solid element operator. So solid element operator, I think it's probably under design, the design menu, solid element operator, and you get a dialog box popping up, and it wants to get the target element. So what we're going to do is, this is the target element, this site mesh. So click on that in the screen, and then click get target element, and that changed the targets to 1. Now click on the operator, which is our morph, click get operator elements, and that changed the operator to 1. And then choose your operation. In this case we want subtraction, so just click subtraction and then click execute. Okay, now I'll just move that out of the way for the moment. We'll have a look at what's happened there, because if for the moment we click on the morph, right click, layer, hide layer, you'll see what we've done now is we've carved a chunk of earth out of the topography. Okay, there's the topography shape. There's a little bit of a hip line coming through here. This grid is getting in our way a little bit visually, so there is a way of changing that grid to another level. I just can't think of that just at the moment. But you can see this brown area is the area that's been carved out of the original site terrain by the morph. Okay, so we're going to do a save there, and when we come back we'll start the video again, and we'll start doing the other side, which will be a little bit of fill on the other side.